Welcome student to our class of Geoinformatics Part 2. I am Dr. Ravi Mishra and today we are going to start with our syllabus from first chapter, that is Introduction to Remote Sensing. As we have discussed in our previous video while discussing the syllabus, that we are going to learn remote sensing, definition, concept, principles, as well as history and development of remote sensing in India in this chapter. So let us start with definition. Remote sensing, it can be defined as a collection of data about any object from a distance without any physical contact with it. As I have told you that remote sensing is a technology in which we have to study the object from a distance without actually coming in contact with it. Human and many other types of animals accomplish this task with the aid of eyes or by the sense of smell or hearing. As we know that we have our sensory organs such as eyes, nose, ear, skin, with the help of which we are able to sense the object. For example, we are able to see different features object with the help of our eyes. We are able to smell the things around as well as we are able to hear. So with the help of our sensory organs, we are able to identify the object. In the same way, with the help of sensors which is established in the platform or in the device of the remote sensing device, we are able to identify various objects on the surface as well as beneath the surface. Geographers use this technique of remote sensing to monitor or measure the phenomena found in the Earth's lithosphere, biosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. So geographers, they are using this remote sensing techniques to identify the object, to differentiate between various species on the lithosphere as well as in biosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. Remote sensing of the environment by geographer is usually done with the help of mechanical device known as remote sensing sensors. So what we are using remote sensing sensors. With the help of that sensors, we are trying to identify the object. The gadget have a greatly improved ability to receive and record information. This is very important. The gadget or the sensors which we are using, it is having a great ability to receive and record the information. Most of the sensing devices record information about any object by measuring an object transmission of electromagnetic energy and from reflecting and radiating the surface. So what actually done in this is we are recording the information which is radiated by an object with the help of electromagnetic energy from reflecting and radiating surfaces. Remote sensing is the science of acquiring information about the earth's surface without actually being in contact with it, and this is done by sensing, recording reflected or emitted energy and processing and analyzing and applying the information. Now we are going to talk about the process of remote sensing. The process of remote sensing is very simple. It is classified into 7 steps. The first one is energy source or illumination. The very basic requirement of remote sensing is an energy source which eliminated or provides electromagnetic energy to the target of interest. Means the main source of energy, as we know, that is the sun. So there is a need of energy, there is a need of the light for the process of remote sensing. The second step is radiation and atmosphere. The very important is that the energy source of the sun is absorbed by the object or it is radiated by the object. That radiation or that radiated energy is required. So as the energy travels from the source to the target, it will come in contact with and interact with the atmosphere. So this interaction may take place for a second time as the energy travels from target to the sensor. So twice there is an interaction. First, when the energy is coming from the sun towards the target, that time it is interacting with the atmosphere, and after the radiation, that radiated energy, it again goes into the atmosphere. Before reaching to that sensor, it is again interacting with the atmosphere. The third step is interaction with the target. Once the energy meets its way to the target through the atmosphere, it interacts with the target depending on the properties of both the radiation and the target. The next is the recording of energy of the object. After the energy has been scattered or emitted from the target, there is a sensor to collect and record that electromagnetic radiation. Means what? Once the energy is coming from the sun, it is absorbed by the object, or it is falling on the object. That object is radiating the electromagnetic radiation. That radiation is again catch by the sensor, and it is recorded by that sensor. After that, the next step is transmission, reception and processing. In this, the energy recorded by the sensor has been transmitted, often in electronic form, to receiving and processing station, where the data is processed into an image, or you can say hard copy or a digital image. Means the energy which was recorded by the sensor, that energy is transmitted to the processing station, where this electromagnetic radiation is identified and it is converted into a digital image. After that, interpretation and analysis of that digital image is done. The processed image is interpreted visually, digitally or electronically to extract the information about the target which has illuminated this electromagnetic radiation. So this is very important, interpretation and analysis. Whatever information or whatever electromagnetic radiation was recorded by the sensor, that information is transformed to the processing station. The processing station has made a digital image of that, and that digital image is decoded, and information recorded into that digital image is analyzed in this step. The next step is application. The final element of remote sensing process achieved the information extracted from the imagery about the target in order to better understand it. This is the important application of process of remote sensing, is that whatever information is collected in the form of digital image, that information has to be extracted from that image in order for the better understanding and to know the better about that object. So this is the information about the process of remote sensing. First, energy of source is important, then its radiation and the atmosphere, interaction with the target, recording of the energy of the object, then transmission, reception and processing, which is done at processing station, finally interpretation and analysis, and then application of remote sensing. Before moving further, let us discuss about the history of remote sensing. The technology of modern remote sensing began with the invention of camera in 1826. Although the first primitive photographs were taken as still on the ground, the idea and the practice of looking down at the earth's surface emerged in 1840s. Means from the top view of the earth's surface has to be taken. That idea came in 1840s, when the picture were taken from the camera attached to the weathered balloons for the purpose of topography mapping. Perhaps the most noble platform at the end of the 18th century is the famed pigeon, felt that operate as a novelty in Europe. In the year 1873, the theory of electromagnetic energy was given by J.C. Maxwell, which is very important for the development of remote sensing. So this theory was very important for the development of remote sensing. It was put forth in 1873 by J.C. Maxwell, and in 1920 the development in the field of aerial photography and photogrammetry took place. After that, the invention and the development took place in the field of radar in 1930. These all are very important development of remote sensing, that is 1980, 1840s, then 1873 and 1920. By the First World War, that is 1910, the camera mounted on aeroplanes provided aerial views of fairly large surface areas that provide a invaluable military reconnaissance. From then until 1960s, the aerial photography remained the single standard tool for depicting the surface from a vertical perspective. Means from 1910 up to 1960, aerial photography was the main technique which was done in remote sensing. Then satellite remote sensing can be traced to the early days of space age and actually began as a dual approach to imaging surfaces used in several types of sensors from spacecraft. See student, from that phase of 50 years, during that time aerial photography was done, and in the early 1960s we seen the sign of satellite remote sensing, which is done for a large scale area which is covering the entire globe. That has been begun around 1960. The term remote sensing was first used in United States in 1960 by M.S. Elvin. US officer. He was a US officer of naval research and is now commonly used to describe the science and art of identifying, observing and measuring an object without coming in contact with it. So the term remote sensing was first used in United States in 1960 by M.S. Elvin. He was the naval officer, and he has given the definition of remote sensing, that is, it is an science and art of identifying, observing, measuring an object without coming in direct contact with it. The 1960 is also called as satellite era. This is very important. In this, the first meteorological satellite, that is TIROS, was launched, and after that the first Earth resource satellite Landsat was launched in 1972. The period of 1970s is well known for its rapid advances in the field of digital image processing, that is the development of various tools and techniques for processing of digital image occupied by a satellite. And after this, the new generation of Landsat sensor is launched in the decade of 1980s. So in next 10 years, the Landsat, that is a series of US satellite, they have launched various advanced sensors which was used in 1980 satellite. In year 1986, French launched the Earth observation satellite Spot 1. This was the name of the satellite series launched by France, that is Spot SPOT1, and it is called hyperspectral sensor decade. So 1980 is also referred as hyperspectral sensor decade. The national space agencies and companies launched a Earth resource satellite in 1990s, that is NSA, and now the development in remote sensing is going at very faster rate. So student, this was a brief discussion about history of remote sensing. We have seen that it has begun way back in 1840s, and up to 1960s it was done on very basic principle, that is for military purpose. From 1960s onward, various satellites launching started, and now the remote sensing technologies has reached to a higher limit. With the help of remote sensing, today it is very much possible to study 1/2 meter by half meter area, or say 25 centimeter by 25 centimeter of the earth surface very clearly from with the help of satellites. Okay, so today we have seen a definition of remote sensing. We have discussed about the process of remote sensing, as well as we have taken a brief discussion on history of remote sensing. In our next video, we will be discussing about the historical development of remote sensing in India.